It is time for our weekly segment, Turks and Jurks of the Week.
I think I just won. The jerk.
Wait, what?
The jerk.
The Jerk of the Week. Turk and Jerk of the Week, respectively. Who do you all have as your Turk and Jerk? Let us know in the comment section below. I will start. My Turk of the Week, drum roll please. Ryan Fitzpatrick.
Wow, Fitz?
4 touchdowns. By the way, did you know he went to Harvard?
Oh my God. He's gotta be the smartest NFL quarterback of all time.
He didn't make that play because he knows football. He made it because he went to Harvard. You know what he did on the Wonderlic? Harvard. Where did he go? And not Richmond. Not Harvard.
You wouldn't know by his scruffy beard. He looks like a little rugged trucker guy, but he went to Harvard.
Yeah, he hits the highways every Sunday. When he arrives, it's a touchdown, all because of his diploma. Ryan Fitzpatrick absolutely torched the New Orleans Saints defense that was supposed to be improved from last season. The best part about this is you can't blame Rob Ryan.
No, not anymore.
Because that's all we did for like year after year is like, Rob Ryan sucks. And then it's like, wait, maybe Rob Ryan was bad, but also the personnel was bad. They were supposed to be better this year defensively. And Ryan Fitzpatrick goes out there, 4 touchdowns, over 400 yards. I think it was 417.
He's nasty.
He out-torched Drew Brees. Impossible to do. And by the way, the Buccaneers defense, they don't get a pass because they went up 40 points, all right? They needed 48 and a perfect game from Fitzmagic in order to win. So my Turk of the Week is Ryan Fitzpatrick. My Jerk of the Week is
When I stick with Turks first?
You can do yours. Go for it. Go for it.
Mr. Von Miller, not because of his previous years where he's dancing in commercials or his outrageous glasses, which
I'm all here for.
Still here for all of it. But of course, it's when they went up and beat Seattle. Got to Russell Wilson 3 times. He always leads the defense, and so he's one of those guys. And the reason I wanted to bring him up is because he gets a lot of recognition, but I still think not enough. It's weird, like everyone talks about Von Miller a lot, but only within like if you're watching closely. He's not like a name that if it's during a Super Bowl or something, there's gonna be an ad, which I think there was.
Yeah.
And people go, oh yeah, Von Miller, like the best damn defensive player in the league, probably, right?
Totally, yeah.
So, but he's still not getting the props, so maybe this is gonna be the beginning of it. Also, Case Keenum won that game, but instead, he had 3 interceptions.
Oy.
They won 27-24 against the Seahawks, which is a good team. And he, not just him, he and the defense was the only reason.
Has the window closed for the Seahawks, considering how many guys left the team or retired?
No, apparently not. They look good still. Look, they still got weapons, man. They still.
I'm talking about defensively. I'm talking about LOB. I mean, like,
maybe
to lose that many players and to have that turnover from the coordinator position as well. I'm like, I will view, if they don't win again, I will view this Seahawks era as somewhat of a disappointment. Because like it was great, but I feel like they should win 2 Super Bowls, not 1.
Yeah,
you know,
they should have won 2 in a 3-year period.
Totally, but it remains to be seen.
Yeah.
Look, if they run the ball, then I don't have an argument.
It's the smallest things.
I'm not a huge fan of emphasizing like that one play, right? Because there's so many plays that lead to that one play, but it's so blatantly obvious. By the way,
that play was a touchdown. If it wasn't for
Malcolm Butler.
Malcolm Butler actually knowing what's happening.
Who, by the way, the practice footage was put out. He sucked on that one route, and they practiced it over and over and over. And when it mattered, he jumped the route. Do you remember who the pass was intended for? It's a great trivia question. Does anyone remember?
No.
Scream it if you have it. Not Doug Baldwin.
That's what I was
By the way,
thinking,
MCL sprain. I hope he's okay.
That's the first name that came to mind, but I knew it wasn't him.
Ricardo Lockett is the answer. Ricardo Lockett. That's what we were looking for with sports trivia.
Last thing on Von Miller. Also, during this game of those 3 sacks,
yes.
Career totals 86.5 sacks. He has passed Willie McGinnis of the 50 all time.
Really?
Come on.
Really?
No one knows that about Von Miller, right?
I know him as consistently good. I didn't know he was that high
Willie McGinnis, USC Trojan, by the way. Sorry.
New England Patriot. Jerk of the Week. It is the new NFL rules on contact with the quarterback. Can we get our together here? Like, Myles Garrett hitting Ben Roethlisberger totally legally, and it's these new rules of leading with the crown of your helmet, but like, they're not. And then it's like, well, you can't hit him in the head, obviously. You can't go low because of the Brady rule. Okay, so now you got to hit him in the chest, right? No, actually, think about it like a dartboard. Like you have that little bit of space in order to hit the quarterback. Myles Garrett was flagged for it. Carlos Dunlap was flagged for it on Andrew Luck. These are humongous penalties where all they're doing is hitting the quarterback. Like again, Bears fan here, I didn't even think the hit on Mitchell Trubisky was bad. It wasn't amazing on Clay Matthews' hit on Mitchell Trubisky that cost him 15 yards and nearly the game in the fourth quarter. I get it. Like, it's continuation of a play. How I view it is like it should be similar to basketball. Like, there's some time there and there needs to be some sort of wiggle room. Because when guys are trained their entire life to tackle one way, hit one way, the game is so fast. And it's literally a half second that you have to be like, go around the quarterback. Come on, man, that's impossible.
It's impossible. But I mean, that's the thing. This is what you have to, not you have to understand, but I guess maybe players, coaches, the way this all works is you're gonna automatically get these. So to try to avoid them is gonna maybe cause other kinds of injuries. I've talked about this before. Guys, usually, if you're targeting generally where you think you're targeting, you may wanna shoot lower, but the knees are gonna get blown out.
No, because you can't.
Things like that happens. Right, but the hard part is that the reason it's going to keep happening is because the NFL is more worried about the legacy of it, the head injury part of it, the bad PR that they've been receiving. They have to try and fix it, and the only way to fix it is to come up with some weird rule that's impossible to follow, but it's going to have to go into it. So if you get kicked out of a game, maybe whatever kind of, is there a fine that goes with getting kicked out as well automatically with this? If you get kicked out for something else.
It depends on how vicious the hit is.
Right, yeah. So if you say you get fined, I'm going to throw out a number, $35,000.
I was going to say like 15.
15K. 15K for getting kicked out of a game, right? Then, I don't know, I mean, they're trying to protect their product for the future. Maybe don't fine them, just kick them out. You know, it's one of those things. Don't add that part of it, because there has to be an agreement now, even if it's unsaid. Okay, you guys, we're trying to protect the future of it, because these brain injuries looked really bad for us. We're a business, you know?
Of course, yeah.
Okay, won't fine you.
Real quick, before we get to yours, there's one other point. I don't remember the player's name, but it was in the Bengals-Colts game where Andrew Luck, because he was sliding, he was getting tackled, and the safety thought that he had an angle. He took it, and it was helmet-to-helmet contact. He was kicked out of the game. I'm fine with that, but the other thing that referees have to take into consideration with these helmet-to-helmet hits is when is the defensive player already committing, right, with his head down, because that's just what guys do. It's almost as natural as a catcher blinking his eyes when a fastball's coming. So what the refs need to take into consideration, and it's never going to happen, but when the defensive player commits to hitting the offensive player, and when the offensive player then puts his helmet down. Yeah. But they don't.
It's impossible to change that. Also, maybe my last thing too. These officials have to follow this rule. Guarantee you, if they overlook some of it, and as fans are now getting used to these crazy rules, even ones who like it or don't like it, if it's your quarterback who got hit, even though it's a natural move, you're gonna start booing, I can't believe they didn't throw it. It's expected now, right?
Totally.
That's the way it is, and then if these officials don't do it, they're gonna go back to their bosses, and NFL's gonna be like, we're doing this way.
Right.
If you don't do it this way, you can stop officiating.
Yeah, good luck.
Yeah,
get the replacement refs. All right, what do you got?
So my jerk is, and now I want to preface it by saying I'm on his side for what he's deserved and what he needs. But Le'Veon Bell from the Steelers. So after he's first done his holdout, it's a roundabout way. Not because of the holdout, because I totally believe in the player's right to get his money, especially in the position, running back position he's in, and how they will dispose of you immediately if you have a certain injury, even if you're still playing. So let's go back to Adrian Peterson. Come on.
Okay.
He's 33 years old and no one thinks he's worth anything anymore. In fact, they pay him like the minimum, I think, right? So that's what happens to running backs in the NFL. So yes, Le'Veon, go get your money. This has nothing to do with your money. But what this does is, there was a tweet he put out after the Steelers tied with the Browns on Sunday. It's just the little emoji with the spectacle eye, like,
there you go.
What am I seeing here? It's funny. I enjoy it. But this is what, I think there's some collateral damage that maybe he doesn't see.
Okay.
James Conner came in and started for him. The kid looks like
looked awesome.
He looked, but like, I looked at his face, I was like, man, this guy has to come in and be Le'Veon Bell. And that's what I'm not saying that's what he thought, but that's what it looked like was on his face. But that's not how he played.
Yeah.
Now, the tie game wasn't his fault, but the spectacled eye is like, you guys tied against the Browns who can't win a game. Looks like you need me.
There was also one more tweet after that he responded to, and I think we have that as well, which was someone like, are you throwing shade? Like, is that what's going, do we have this? The second tweet? There we go. Yeah.
No shade, just never witnessed a tie before.
You believe him?
Sounds like Donovan McNabb. I didn't know a game could end in a tie.
But that was natural. That was authentic. He didn't.
I know what I'm saying, but
you think they tie when he went to Syracuse? No, they lost 15 straight.
So James Conner came in. So what I'm worried about is the collateral damage of James Conner looking like, this guy can't hold a flame to me, which he can't because Le'Veon's better. But the kid came in and did well. So I get his criticism toward the team, but eventually, if they give you your money, you got to go back to the team. So just chill, just be quiet for a minute. Like a lot of people are on your side, but just chill. That's all.
Right. So you say he shouldn't tweet?
Well, at least
during or after the game?
Not direct trash talking to the team.
Well, we don't know what it was.
And to the kid who came in.
Well,
we don't
maybe
know,
that's bad
but
enough.
The fact that enough people are speculating that it is about that.
Alrighty. Turks and Jurks. Who are your picks? Comment section below. Subscribe to 2IT Sports. We'll see you soon. If you made it to the end of this video, mazel tov. If you want to see more, hit the bell and hit subscribe. Why don't you?